Get off my porch or I'll blow your brains out.
Please, sir, I've been traveling for days. I'm lost, hungry, and I'll die out here if someone doesn't help me.
You think I care what happens to you? We have problems of our own, don't we, Joe?
For Christ's sake, Stanford, let the boy in. He looks half dead, and we have room for one more.
Thank you so much, sir.
We were just preparing for dinner. You can eat with us. Then Stanford fell into the river, and he had a long way to go.
Thank you for tending my arm.
Don't mention it. Stanford's had it a lot worse.
So what are two gentlemen like yourself doing in the wilderness of Missouri?
We were a part of the Union Army at the start of the war. We thought this war would be over quickly. We both fought at Fredericksburg, and we were horrified by the carnage we witnessed. We then decided to desert, and we've been wanted by the Union ever since.
And what about you?
Well, I grew up in Little Snag, which is a small town in Texas. My father was a very successful cotton salesman. He was business partners with a man in Georgia who gave him his fortune.
I wish I had a childhood like that.
I started my first job as an overseer at the Williams plantation. He was another friend of the family's. About 2 years ago, I traveled to Georgia for a friend's wedding. As soon as I arrived there, Lincoln called for troops to fight against us. Being wound up as I was, I signed on immediately, not thinking about my family back home. I thought the war would be over in a month.
Well, that turned out to be false.
I was there at Manassas. It was there I found out this war would be a long and hard road to travel. I just wish I could have figured that out on my day in Georgia.
Have you ever been home to visit your family?
Since I joined the Army? Never. They wouldn't let us. I don't think I ever planned on making it back home. When I was captured in Illinois, I learned of a Union plot to invade Little Snag. I stole one of the supply trains in an attempt to warn them. Fate just has a way of bringing me back home, I suppose. No doubt that the Yankees probably have a bounty on me now.
Are you still going there?
Where?
Too Little Snag to warn them of the coming attack.
When the sun rises, I guess so.
Well, it was a pleasure to have you. Stanford and I don't get much company. Since deserting, we've got a pretty big price on our heads as well. Hope we can stay in this cabin until the war is over.
Don't talk rot, Joe. No bounty hunter will find us here. Oh, shit!
Who's there? Show yourself!
The last words uttered by many.
You. You just killed those two men. They were the only men to show me some ounce of kindness in more than 2 years.
Welcome to the real world, kid. Those men were not as kind as you may think. Both of them are wanted by the Union Army for desertion.
I know that.
Go ahead. Finish me off, why don't you? You already have a good head start. You know, most men that come across me would be lying there dead in that puddle by now.
So that's what you are? A man who just kills for pleasure?
Something more of a bounty hunter, actually. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go collect my reward.
Hold it. These men deserve a proper burial.
They could rot in a gutter for all I care. I really don't want to kill you.
Why don't you? It would be a pleasure.
Southerner?
Yes? How did you?
You rebels really are dumber than a rock. The thick accent don't give you away. Nothing will. You wish you were dead, don't you?
Yes!
What you've seen at Gettysburg means nothing. Ride a day with me. I'll show you things that will really shake you.
How did you know I served at Gettysburg?
Doesn't take no professor to figure it out. I can tell everything about you just by looking at your face.
Do it.
Young Southerner from, let me guess, Texas, is it? Joined the Confederate because you thought it'd be fun. Grew up on a wealthy plantation, and the army life proved too much for you, didn't it? Does that sound about accurate?
Yes.
Don't play this tough act with me. You are not fooling anybody.
Then why didn't you just kill me like Joe and Stanford?
Because you managed to shoot my good hand, for one. It takes a bit of energy out of you when you can't shoot properly. But I suppose I can still shoot you with my other hand.
Why don't you?
Because, son, you amuse me. Most men that come across my way and live to tell the tale run as far away as possible. You got guts, kid. I like that about you. What we need to work on is that pistol aim of yours. Who taught you to hold that gun like that?
General Hood's Texas Brigade.
Oh, for Christ's sake, the only thing Hood is good at teaching you boys is to be cannon fodder. You ride with me and I'll show you how it's done.
Really?
Hell no. Can you imagine me dragging you around? I don't get paid to look after children. Now, please stand aside. I need to collect these two men.
What's your name?
I got many names. The one people tend to agree on is the Legend.
What kind of name is that?
Better than whatever yours is.
It's Frederick Crane.
Well, who knows, Mr. Crane. Maybe our paths will cross again.
I sure hope not.
Likewise. Go on doing whatever you were doing before then.
Something very important for the Confederate cause.
You will never wipe away that cause from your head now, will you? Has it ever occurred to you, Mr. Crane, that you will lose this war? Yankee blockades, low rations, outgunned. In a few months, the only thing you will have left to eat is your cotton. And you and I both know that doesn't taste very good.
You bounty hunters are dirty people.
You don't have to tell it to me. I already know. Now, go do whatever your cause calls of you to do.
Yeah.